It's Friday and it's time to make another Saitama video. In this episode, I'm going to be talking about what I believe Saitama needs in order to reach or get back near their all-time high, which is around a $7 billion market cap during the last cycle. If you're part of the Saitama community, you're part of the Wolfpack, hit that thumbs up. If you're not part of the Wolfpack, hit that thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel. And let's get into the video. We have to do a brief recap of the Saitama token. First off, these guys have 400,000 followers on Twitter, a little under $400,000 on followers on Twitter, currently sitting at a $40 million market cap, which is a long way from the all-time high of around 7 billion. Obviously, guys, a lot of tokens took massive hits. Saitama did take a bigger hit than most, but the one thing I want to point out with Saitama, guys, they still have 143,000 holders, and that's after a migration. Now, I've seen other tokens migrate recently, and they haven't even come close to what they had on the V2, on the V1, excuse me. So this is a V2 contract, 143,000 holders, and the community is still very, very strong. Anytime I tweet about Saitama, gets incredible responses, some good, some bad, but still a lot of supporters in the community. Anytime I make a video, a lot of views, a lot of comments in support of the community as well. Now, let's just take a quick look at the ecosystem just so you have an idea of what they do before we talk about what I believe they need to do in order to get the momentum back on their side and really take over during the next cycle, guys. And I read through all comments. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Give me 1, 2, or 3 things that Saitama could do in order to get this crypto back to where it was. So first off, guys, they have the Saitama card, which is a crypto card that you can use to pay for your cryptocurrencies. Obviously, the Saitama token, which we're talking about. Saita Pro, which is the application, and Saita Swap, which is the decentralized exchange. They're saying the safest decentralized exchange. They have Saita Logistics, which is, I believe, look, I don't have as much information on this, but I believe it's like a fulfillment center, right? A USPS or a FedEx. Saita Realty, which is another token. Tokenized real estate is here, and an NFT marketplace as well. So they have a ton of utility for the Saitama token. And when I first started covering this token back in July of 2021, I believe, it's almost been 2 years, they didn't have anything. They launched as a meme coin. Now they have a ton of utility for their ecosystem. Now, let's get into the meat and potatoes of this, guys. What does Saitama need in order to get back? There's a few things that I have. What's been impressive, guys, during this whole entire bear market, where 98% of developers have disappeared, run off with people's money, Saitama is continuing to build. Manny the Hitman, aka MK Saitama, he's really took over as the lead developer, I would say. You know, he's been in the streets, he's been, you know, working with people and governments, and he's really, I believe, turning into the face of this project, which I think is a good thing. You can see here significant and big steps forward require time and effort. I'm not exactly sure. He's with the official representatives of South Sudan, have flown into the United Kingdom to meet with me. So this is someone from South Sudan, and this was 2 days ago. So 2 days ago, he was meeting with these guys. He's active. He's posting the updates on Twitter. Look, I actually met Manny in Vegas. He's a good guy, nice guy. So him doing this is good. It's good for the token. Now, they also launched something that's different. Their YouTube channel, Saita Squad. I believe it's called Saita Talks. It's the YouTube channel here. And they do fireside chats with the developers. This is also good for Saitama, right? The more updates, the more AMAs they do, the better it is for the token. We even see Russ becoming more active again. Russ is on Twitter Spaces. I saw him on a live stream. I believe he was on Saita Talks with Gabe the other day. So they're being more active. I think that's what's really made Saitama great in the first place. Is that one, they're docs developers. They were active. They were updating the community. And people like that, right? People want to hear from actual developers and hear what's going on with the staking platform and the exchanges and the listings and the token and Saita card. So the more active they are, the better. Now, the most important thing that Saitama needs in order to make a comeback, guys, is they need new investors. Let's be honest, a lot of people either bought in Saitama early and they made a lot of money, or a lot of people bought in above this $40 million range and they're down on their investments. So what they need is they need new retail investors to come in to see the Saitama ecosystem, to see all the utilities, to hear the dev team, and they need new money to come in. I believe, I could be wrong, I believe, let me know in the comments if you think I'm right or wrong. They need new money, new retail investors to come in to support the project in order to get it at or near its all-time high. But I will give credit to the dev team for not giving up on the project, for continuing to build through all of the hard times. So I think that's what it needs. Saitama needs those couple of things. They need to keep, you know, building the utility, keep executing on utility. The dev team needs to keep being active, updating the community, doing AMAs, traveling, making deals, getting shit done. And they also need new investors and the old investors, the community, to stick around and support the project. That's my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see you guys on the next episode.